Paul Barrow. Welcome back into Tech Path. Let's get into it today. This video, of course, sponsored by Floki, and really wanted us to take a look at what they were doing. And we do dive into some of the meme projects around the industry. And one of the things that we look for is, one, community. The other thing you got to look for is how much have they really done to really kind of explode on the ecosystem. If you take a look at their website, this was a little bit of a surprise to me even, is just the amount of ecosystem expansion that they've done just in the last 3 years. So the game we're going to be talking about today is Valhalla. That's one of their new play to earn games. Of course, we'll talk a little bit about their TokenFi. And you can just kind of see they have really started to ramp up. They have their own debit card program, Floki Places, and a lot more in terms of building community. And the things that you need to build community when you have something like this is really built down on their ecosystem mantra, which is based on their 3 pillars, which is community, utility, and charity. I think when you get into meme projects like that, these are some of the things that really kind of make a difference for them. So if you look at their overall size, 3 billion in reach, 460,000 holders of Floki, and staked right now almost 363 million. So a very significant project out there. If you're not following me over on X, just check them out at Real Floki Inu, and you can kind of learn a little bit more about them. Keep up with what their movements are. 635,000 followers, pretty significant for a project like that. Remember that Floki was one of the projects that struggled in 2021. They've revamped it, and a new team has come in, really started developing a lot of these CTOs. And I think that's the thing that is starting to make some of these meme projects unique and different, is how they're starting to roll out with a lot of these activations. And I'll explain one here in a second. The other thing is this is now live on Coinbase. So Coinbase has started to list this, and it's pretty much live everywhere. There's Coinbase breaking it down right there. Also available. And of course, when you think about projects like this, Coinbase usually is one of the key milestones that has to be hit. Others out there, of course, you can get into almost every platform out there on spot trading. Kraken, I think, also has this one. Yeah, just dropped on Kraken, now available in both the United States and Canada. And then a little bit more about their trading bot, because this is one of the new evolutions of what they've done in terms of continuing to build on what they're trying to do from a community standpoint. And if you take a look at that, I'm going to show a video real quick. This gets you a little bit more aware of how they're doing their trading bot. Just take a look. All right, so you guys can check out their trading bot over on tb.floki.com and check it out. It is officially live on mainnet. Other things that you should probably do, and if you're following not only this project, pretty much any project out there, is really take a look at their blogs or their Medium. The Medium right here, we'll get into a little bit more around their TokenFi project and really how they're starting to do their strategies around airdrops. So when you look at projects, and I think this is the thing that many people need to understand when they're researching these, is take a look at what they're doing on social, take a look at how they're writing up a lot of their alignments, because many of these projects will put this stuff out there on their blogs. It's very easy to follow on most of them if you just go to their website. Most of the time they'll have a good coverage there. Now their game, which is the Valhalla game, is set to launch on mainnet. This originally was set for November. This has now been moved over to Q1 2025. Pretty typical of game developers. They're building on Unity, which is another major platform out there. We've covered this many times. And if you look at it, it's been pretty significant. So there's a little bit more about the game itself. And you guys can learn kind of where they've gone on this. The official trailer, you can actually, if you follow their Twitter, you'll be able to follow the trailer and the whole thing. So interesting stuff. The key thing here, I think, with a game launch is being able to get it out there to where people can understand that it's actually happening. And the way that they've been able to do it is these activations. And this to me is what makes projects unique and different, is what kind of activations have they put together. What they're doing on Valhalla is they're also doing this during in Dubai in the UAE. So this is going to be in partnership with one of the big malls there. The key there is it's going to get exposure. So they're going to have it throughout the malls. Those are the kind of in real life activations, especially in a crypto-centric community like Dubai. That I think is a good move. So kudos to them on what they're doing there. So this kind of just shows you a little bit more about what they're doing over at the Dubai, what they call a takeover strategy. We've talked about these before. I've seen some of these really start to play out well. Some of them they haven't done that great. This one I think is one that could do really well. One of their other marketing campaigns, this is a takeover. This is being done in Delhi in India. So another major market that has started to expose it. So I think that the opportunity here again is getting into markets that you've got, one, a lot of crypto-friendly people, and also that understand what's happening in this ecosystem and align well with the project. So this one, pretty good selection there. When you get into some of their partnerships, they've done some key things around the game, and one of them is launching with some esports projects out there. And of course, the biggest one is their announcement with Alliance. This is one of the key esports game company or esports teams out there. Another one that they launched with was Red Bull, another key announcement. So a lot of advancements, I think, in the esports side. This will help get more exposure on the game itself. And of course, once they get this launched, this will be one to watch for sure. Last up here, if you just look at what they're doing on their partnerships for the official sponsorship of the season, they're doing this with the University of Miami, the athletics program. So this is going to be in the 24 to 25 season. Again, esports sponsorship, great activations in some of the key markets, and then building on one of the major universities, which here in Miami, a crypto-friendly city and state in Florida. That's one of the reasons I think you're going to see this one start to do some cool things. And of course, this right here just shows you what they've done with the University of Miami. So very creative, but also I think the key here is, one, trying to get the community really behind it. And I think they've been able to do that just with what we've seen in terms of the project size. All right, we do these from time to time. Make sure if you're not in the Diamond Circle, get in on that. It's a great place to get additional content. Follow me out there on X, @Paul Barron. We'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.